Just to basically get yourself strong enough to do that. So for those of you at home and are wondering, okay, what kind of coffee are we doing? This is basically an AeroPress. I believe that you can get this in any of our supermarkets in Uganda. Okay, you don't have to really go out and try and get a big machine. You can get something simple like this, an AeroPress or a French press, that will basically help you make a good cup of coffee, especially in the morning. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you want to run to work and you want a good cup of coffee, you can always depend on this. Okay, I believe that a good cup of coffee in the morning will start your day right. Okay, so I think we're done with brewing our first cup of coffee. I think the thing about the AeroPress is that you can only make one cup of coffee at a time.
Yes, you can only make one cup.
Yeah, so this is mainly for single people.
Yeah. Yeah, actually for strong coffee takers.
Yeah,
because
so this makes
really
a
makes
stronger coffee.
Yes, stronger coffee.
Okay, so we've come towards the end of our show, and thank you very much for basically showing us how we can, make an AeroPress. We have had people doing French presses. We haven't yet had someone doing a cappuccino here or a latte. I believe that somewhere down the road we'll have you come in, or we'll come and actually visit you.
That
at your coffee shop, and you can show us how to do these different things. But before we go, Amon, we're talking about how to get women, basically, and different ladies into the coffee business. Okay, so how, as a barista, okay, would you look into that camera and just encourage someone who's out there? Especially yesterday, the S6 results came out, and there is that uncertainty of a college is going to open, a university is going to open, so we need options. Okay, and I believe that getting into the coffee business is an option right now. Okay, so Amon, I just want you to look there. I know there is a lady who is a bit confused. Should I get into it? Should I not get into it? Do I have the money for it? Just look to the camera and tell them why they should get involved in the coffee business.
Well, Emma, I think the whole process has to be started by our government. In most cases, we don't like to bring the government's or the government side into our own decisions, but it's so crucial because we follow their guidelines and policies. So at this time, we need to realize that there need to be change. For example, can we have a certain way that we can get a break of people come out and go get some skills, because people are seated at home, senior 6, senior 4, P7, they're all now at home. At least now they would have used this time to get hands-on skills. By the time they go back to school, at least they have a skill, so that if in case something fails out there, they return back to this skill. So to a senior 4 vacist, senior 6, please go out there and get a skill. It doesn't necessarily need to be coffee, but any skill that you can do besides class or school. Yes.
Thank you, Amon. So Swabra, thank you very much for being on the show with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a very good pleasure, and I believe that it's not the last time.
Yes.
We want to host actually one of your students, okay? Because it's always good to get something from the student's perspective. Maybe you're a hash teacher and we don't know about it.
Speaking about our students, I have Sherry Awori. She's her student, and she was so happy to know that she's going to be hosted on the coffee break.
Interesting. So your students actually out there. So
we'll
host one of your students, and we just want to know what kind of person you are from their perspective. So before we go, I just also want you to look into the camera. Just give us your parting words, to the ladies out there, and also to the baristas, to the coffee community and the industry. What would be your last words for them?
To my fellow baristas, actually, I want to thank them a lot because they are pushing the industry out there. At least now we are recognized as baristas, so I thank them for that. And keep your social media handles active. Keep them active. Keep them active. That's what I can tell you.
Well, we've come towards the end of our show. We just want to thank the coffee goddess, Swabra Banks. That's a new name for her, basically. And also the coffee messiah, Amon Mukisa. And from me, the coffee human, Ateng Emmanuel, thank you for taking time to be with us here, brewing a good cup of coffee. I know sometimes you guys always wonder, okay, how does their coffee taste? The cups of coffee we brew here, you can always get down to different coffee shops. You can visit Amon, you can visit Swabra Banks at her coffee shop and just get to taste, what kind of coffee they make. But apart from that, do always catch the coffee break, bring you the best about coffee, teaching you different elements, always on House of Talent Television. This has been the Coffee Break, and my name is Ateng Emmanuel.